Hello and welcome. I am Scrabberlock, and this is City of Heroes. We are on our martial arts Super Reflex Scrapper on the private server Everlasting. We have about 7 million experience. There's 1.5 million experience needed to finish this level and get to level 40, and we have over 22 million influence. We're still in the Daybreak Initiative Supergroup, and I just earned my 100th badge. So when I logged in today, after logging out at the university, which is my quote-unquote day job, I got the Professor badge, and then the Professor badge gave me the Physician badge. So this is a special one. It's an accolade. So the way accolades work is accolades are combos of two or three different things. If you get 2 or 3 different badges, then you get this accolade badge. So the Physician badge is when you get a Professor and you do the hospital. So I had the hospital badge before and the Professor badge now, so I now have Physician and Master Architect. I don't know where I got that from. And then because that was the 100th badge, we got the Pathfinder badge. So we have 100 badges now, right? If you look under the personal info under badges, 101 badges, because Pathfinder is the 100th. So we have lots of day job badges and some Wentworth badges from selling things. Only have one Ouroboros badge. We got to get more of those. And then, of course, there are the level badges, right, and so on and so forth. All right. So we are still working on trying to rescue Tanya Tyler from the Hamadan and the Devouring Earth. And we're going to have to defeat Lemley and his crew in Independence Port. We think, Contact thinks that might be where she is. So we're going to head over to Independence Port, and we're going to see if we can rescue Tanya Tyler. And so one of the things is I haven't really been, I haven't been badge hunting. You know, there are lots of exploration badges in each of these zones. I've gotten a few. I've shown you where a few of them are. I haven't really been badge hunting, so I haven't been on purpose trying to get badges, and you can see just through the course of playing the game, I've earned 100 badges just for doing my missions and story arcs. So we got lucky here. This actually is in South Independence Port. It could have been anywhere in the zone, but it's actually pretty close. So we'll just hop across. This is the south part of the zone. You can see I haven't actually been in this part of the zone before. I have had no reason to come down here. Even the patrol mission I had only sent me over this way. So this is Liberty Key. That weird word, Q-U-A-Y, which looks like quay, tends to be said key in English, for whatever reason. Alright, and here we are. I don't know if this is the finale. But we're going to try to defeat Lemley and his crew. Now, one of the things you'll notice is I'm a little shy on Lux. I have 3 less Lux than I would normally like to have. But this is the right mission, isn't it? Oh, darn, this is the wrong mission. Rescue Tanya. I made a mistake, guys. This is the wrong mission. I accidentally selected the wrong mission. So I'll have to do this and then we'll get Tanya Tyler next time. How many people were screaming at the screen about that? And there's a Nemesis sniper. Take him out. They're lieutenants, but fortunately, they're snipers. They're not lieutenants, but they're equivalent to lieutenants. But fortunately, when they go down, they don't. Oh, there's a sniper. Hang on. They don't fortify their. They don't juice their partner when they go down, so you don't have to worry about whether you defeat them first or second. With a regular lieutenant that's not a sniper, you have to absolutely make sure to defeat him second, so that he doesn't juice his neighboring guys. So I'm sorry about this, guys. This is totally the wrong mission. We were supposed to rescue Tanya Tyler. That's okay. This is another story arc mission. This is an empty crate we just found. Yeah, so this is a sniper also. Right, so as long as you have snipers, you don't have to worry about who you take out first. I'm of course going to take out the minion first, because to me that's best practices when you're fighting a minion and a lieutenant at this point, or at any point. But it's not as critical to do that. I mean, they go down pretty fast. But if it's an actual lieutenant rather than a sniper, then you want to make sure that you take the actual lieutenant out last, because they will, as you saw in previous episodes, they will juice, as I call it, or buff with their dying breath. They will buff their partner, and then it's going to be really hard to hit him, and he's not going to take as much damage and things like that. There we go. So we took him out. And there's the other member of that spawn. I guess that was a 3-man spawn, and this is guy number 3. Don't see any snipers over there. Yeah, definitely, and I said this in a previous episode, I really like the fact that Nemesis has these snipers that have long-range shots, because it means that you have to, like, really be alert. If there's a sniper over there, he could be shooting at me, even though a regular guy can't see that far. You can see now we can definitely do 1, 2, 3, even on the yellow minions if they don't have smashing resistance. 3 hits and they go down. 2 hits if it's focused chi. Right, like that. Look at that, 4 hits and 2 out of 3 guys are down. And this is why you end up upping the difficulty, right? Because these missions are supposed to be orange, right? +2s, right? And they take a little bit more, a few more hits to take out. And they do a little bit more damage to you. Now see, against these guys, realistically +3 would be fine. Because other than the snipers having long range, Nemesis really can't do anything to us because we have the AoE defense. And they have a really hard time hitting me because I have 36% defense. Right, so these guys only have about maybe a 20% chance to hit me. Now, of course, as I say that, they start hitting me. But that's because I over-aggroed, which is fine. That's what inspirations are for. Wait. Wasn't there a guy right here? Did he just disappear? I thought there was another Jaeger over here. Jaeger. Whatever. Huh. Weird. There's a sniper, so he's definitely going to shoot at me. Okay, click on that. See what the system says. Empty. So we're looking for weapons. Yeah, so the AoE defense, man, that is going to come in super handy when we get to level 41 and above, when we start fighting carnies. The thing about carnies, which are like these evil carnival people, the thing about the Carnival of Shadows, as they're called, is that some of their members, when they go unconscious, quote-unquote die, right, as they die, they like scream, and this AoE about this big appears around them, and it's an endurance drain, right? So it sucks your endurance. And the nice thing about the AoE defense is it protects you, so you can stand in there against them, and if they, if it triggers, there's only like a 20% chance your endurance is going to be drained. Whereas in a regular character that doesn't have all the defense, right, your endurance is going to get drained like a 50% chance. So it's actually really nice to have that extra, that very high defense when you're dealing with these endurance sappers. And also Malta, the Malta group, which is a bunch of mercenaries, they have endurance sappers as well. There's a sergeant major. I don't know if he's the boss or what. Anything? Nothing. Seems to be by himself. I'm a little wary here, but I don't see anybody else with him. Alright, so we can beat him up. One of the few +2s in the mission. Look at this. 4 hits to take out a lieutenant. A +2 lieutenant. That's what happens when you have your powers like all enhanced. There's another sergeant major with nobody around him. Okay. And we now have a pretty full tray of the types of inspirations I want. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the... Oh, I hear something. There we go. Maybe this is a manifest here. And we completed the mission. Clue. Shipping ledgers. These ledgers are written in code, but their size tells you that there's a large number of shipments that have recently come through this warehouse. So we're going to head out. I know there were parts of that warehouse we didn't cover, but I want to get back to the story arc, the other story arc that we were on. Let's go ahead and call this in. And he says, so this is Mass Duplicity is the name of the story arc. Well, they got away with a shipment, but at least the armies of Nemesis won't be shipping any more illegal parts through that warehouse. Alright. Now we're going to do what we're supposed to do and go rescue Tanya Tyler. So you're going to go back to the train station. And then head to Founders Falls. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. That was totally the wrong mission. I'm not sure why I selected that. I might have had it because it was the only mission already selected and then forgot to reselect. I'm not really sure. I guess I'll have to go back and watch the beginning of this video and see what I did. But we're back to where we need to be. I didn't get a single enhancement. I've noticed it seemed to be a pretty big drop in enhancement drops the last couple of missions I've played. I wonder why that is. Probably just a coincidence. I don't think they've changed the drop tables, you know, like the data tables that tell the computer, the server, you know, when to drop and what the probability of a drop is. Don't think they've changed any of that. Alright, Tanya Tyler is just a few hops away. We're right over there in a cave. And here we go. This is probably the end of this story arc. And this is the mission I should have done last time. So we hear the sounds of battle. Looks like it's going to be a pretty big cave network. Pretty typical to see devouring earth in caves. Okay. So now we can go either way, and again I don't know which is the right way to go, so we'll just pick a random direction. Now we can go either way. Let's go north. Dead end. Okay, south. Death caps. So these guys have resistance to me, but we have enough damage buffs now that we should be able to pretty much handle them as well. Remember now Eagle's Claw is fully enhanced. Alright, when we got to level 39, we buffed up Eagle's Claw here, and what else did I do? I think I added a recharge to Dragon's Tail. Okay, empty room. Tunnel there, and what about over here? Tunnel over here. With multiple tunnels. Okay. Again, I have no idea which way to go. Did I miss somebody? Oh no, these guys, okay. Okay. Bedrock, and then we got some rebels. And a sardonic shard. Takes that out. And there's another sardonyx. I don't know why they roar like werewolves. That's just very incongruous to me. I feel like they should be like crackling or something, you know, like sounding like rocks rubbing against each other. I don't feel like they should be howling like wolves. They're plants, not animals. It just seems very strange. It's gonna be one of these mazes where everything connects back up, it looks like. Yep, you can see that. And then go this way. And that connects up to this. I don't know where Tanya is. So have we gone everywhere? We haven't gone over that way. Well, let's keep going down. There's no way to know. And that's a dead end. Alright. So let's take a look at what's to the west here. Yeah, I'm not convinced that there really is an efficient way to search these caves out, because I don't think there's any way to know where there's multiple possible places where the hostages can spawn in a lot of these missions. So even if you've done this exact mission before, and the hostage was spawned in this room, even if you did it on this character, and then you like logged out before you finished the mission and you went back into it the next day after it reset, there's no guarantee that the hostage is going to be in this room. It could be somewhere else, right? It just depends. It's all randomly generated. And there we go. This is going to be one of these rooms where you have to find the way up. Here we go. Wow, 2 knockdown attempts and neither of them worked. Neither the knockback crane kick nor the knockdown Dragon's Tail. Okay, dead end there. I love doing a crit. That kind of negates the resistance that they have to smashing. More weird werewolf howls from the rocks. I swear that's just very strange. Very incongruous. Okay. Now this is very confusing because it looks like it's on the same level as this, but it's not. Where is everybody? No spawns at all in here? That's weird. And dead end. Okay. I don't know. I wonder if there's a spawning error or something. I think it's very unusual that this whole section would not have a single spawn in it. Wrong way. I want to go this way. Wow. A lot of dead ends that are empty. No villains in them. Nothing. Oh, there's a bad guy. Okay. And there's a shard. Look at that. Eagle's Cloak can one-shot things like that now. Is that her? Yep, that's her. Unhand Tanya Tyler! Something terrible has happened. This is not the last mission, I guess. She says, I saw Hamadon, oh, Silver Phoenix, he's a monster. He's not a man at all anymore. He told the creatures to inject me with this weird medicine and I fainted. When I woke up, I was green. Please, I don't want to be a monster. Help me. Is she green? Oh, darn, they took her out of here. I didn't get a look at her. It's annoying. It's not easy being green, Tanya. That's the old saying. It's the song that Kermit used to sing, right? Okay. Let's talk to our contact and then we'll end this episode. She says, so we were right, the Hamadon's trying to turn Tanya into some sort of devouring earth breeder. I'll get her over to the lab right away. Maybe the docs can reverse the process. And so we can be introduced to a new contact. This is going to be our level 40. I would guess, right? Janet Kellum. Yep. And available missions. Bennu, Silver Phoenix, the doctors were unable to help Tanya. Before the change took place, she's turned into a monster. Needed to track her down and defeat her before she breeds. So now we're going to have to fight her. And that's going to be on the train, which means it's going to be a long mission. So I will do that next time, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes.